Okay, so hello everyone. That was 64 hertz, which is a low C, and I found that it has a very nice kind of grounding effect. With this microphone, you can't really get the full feeling of it, I guess. But yeah, it's something that actually put on your body, and you can feel the vibrations on your body. So, and then today I was feeling I didn't have much energy, so I went to, there's this shrine near my house that's one of the three biggest shrines in all of Japan. There are so many shrines all over Japan. But so I went to this shrine today just to kind of regenerate, and I just felt kind of guided to go there today. And I'm not sure if I've ever talked about this before. I think I have maybe, but usually everyone goes to this shrine for New Year's. It's this big celebration, so New Year's, and everyone goes there, and there's all these food stalls, and it's just kind of like a fun time, and people are drinking sake, and it's like a big party. But usually it's just a really, really nice place, and it's usually very quiet. And recently I found that there's this other route that I'd never discovered before behind the main shrine. And and what I've been doing, it's kind of like my I don't know if you can call it a hobby, but it's kind of like my hobby, is to go to these shrines and to see what I see there. And one day during the summer I went there, and I went to the back of this big shrine, and I saw this. I went to all these different places, and I think I might have said it before, but maybe not. I went to one place, and it was a tree. It was a very, very old tree, and the tree told me, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here anymore, like meaning Japan. You're not supposed to be here anymore. That's not in your life plan. You're supposed to have left already, is what they told me. And it's funny, so I went back today and talked to the tree again, and he said the same thing. He said, that's in your life plan, And then I went to another. There's all these, they're kind of like, the big shrines are really, really well preserved, and they look really beautiful, and they're well lit up. But these shrines are all the way in the back, and they kind of look like they're not really well taken care of. But at each shrine, there's all these very interesting people that came out. Beings, I guess you could call them. One of them was this kind of like a mermaid woman, a goddess of the water, you could say, I guess. And then there was a kind of a dragon in one of the places, and a very interesting. There was no negative energy in the place at all. It was all really positive, either positive or nothing. Like you felt nothing, or you just felt this really amazing, wonderful energy. And so I'm still kind of so curious about what's going on there, but I have the feeling that it's a big portal. These shrines, just like ancient churches, are built on ley lines, are built on kind of portals, are built on ancient sites that have a lot of power. So I think that's basically it. And I imagine the more powerful the place, the less they want to kind of, promote it. So they kind of make it look like a place that people don't usually want to go to. And it's kind of dark, and it's behind the main area. And so, I think that's the concept. So that's my spiel. So I wanted to bring in my guides to explain more about this idea and my new hobby. Greetings, everyone. I am the one that your channel talked to today. I am the one. I am here with you. And it was wonderful to meet you. It was wonderful to see you today, and to see you by my shrine, and to be able to talk with you, and to see your energy, and to see that you are working with the water beings, and that you are dealing with the water. This is wonderful for me. We rarely see humans that are dealing with the water and truly learning the lessons of the water, and how to deal with and how to handle the water. The humans, they often forget that they are water. They usually think that they're made of something else, that they're just skin. What a silly idea. No, you are the water. So it's wonderful to see someone who's dealing with the water. We don't get many guests back there, as your guide has said we are usually hidden. We're not allowed to get too many guests. They don't want to show us. We're kind of hidden in the back somewhere, which is fine. We understand this. We understand that everything has timing. But your being coming to see me today was wonderful, because I understand that the time is close. The time is close for us to come back and to be able to share with you on a closer level. Now, as you're being said, I am not a goddess. Of course not. I'm not a goddess. I am just a being like you that has reached a different level. And one of my jobs as a being is to protect and to heal the energy that exists in that space that your channel went to today. So that is my main occupation, you might say. That is what I do. That is what I have been charged to do. And I'm very good at my job. One aspect that you might say is that one aspect of my job is actually hiding ourselves. We don't want to be known yet. So it is part of my job too, to keep us veiled in the back. And this is why it was so funny and interesting for us to meet your channel a few weeks ago when he came through. He had never known about this place, and for him the place had never actually existed. It was veiled, but we dropped down the veil for him because we realized that his frequency has been rising, and it rose enough for us to be able to communicate with him. So we called him and were able to communicate with him, which was a wonderful experience. It's wonderful to be able to experience this and to talk with more of you. There are people here in Japan that are talking with us, but there are still quite few. And so we are very excited to have more people to discuss with. Our message is of timing, is that this being coming to see us was a wonderful thing, because, as we said, we feel the time is coming closer. Now, understand that time, that way that we experience it, the time that you experience, is quite different. But the timing is getting closer. There are signs and symbols, and this was one of the signs and symbols. One was going to come who was dealing with the water, who had been dealing with the other water people and learning from the water people. And so this was a wonderful, wonderful time for us, because one of the signs has been fulfilled. Okay, so that was quite out there. Hope you guys can follow along. Cheers.